Good morning. Welcome to another edition of Unlocking Your Potential. As you can see, Mike is back here with me this week.
I'm back.
Back in the office from your world travelings.
Yep, was on the road for a couple weeks, so it's good to be back in the office. And actually, today I wanted to not necessarily talk on a specific subject or a specific feature item, but I want to talk just in general because when I was on the road the past 2 weeks, something that we know became more evident to us, and that is that all of you are actually tired of training. And that's something that resonated. That was a belief that we had. Not that we are going to stop offering training, we aren't. But we've been adjusting how we're approaching things. And one of the things that came out was just that agents are tired of having to go through training all the time. And training on every little thing. But what I want to focus on is really what our focus is and what your focus should be. Because ultimately, it's not that you're necessarily tired of training. It's not that it has nothing to do with laziness or anything like that. You know that. What it has to do with is you being able to focus on what your actual business is. And we have to admit, so if we're honest about it, Harley and I didn't chat about this, but let me put him on the spot because we just switched a system in here. We just went to Microsoft Teams. Did you go through their training?
I didn't do anything with Teams. I just
me neither.
Fired it up and we just started chatting.
Me neither. And we're just like you. We're technology people, but we don't want to sit through training either. We'd rather figure it out, just start using it. And as a matter of fact, when it comes to switching technology, we put it off as much as we can even.
Yeah.
So again, there's nothing that's out of the ordinary with sales associates and how you approach technology. But what I want to chat about is what you need to be focusing on. Because whether we like it or not, in today's world, there's so much technology available to you and so much functionality, especially as it relates to how you can automate parts of your business, that you have to pay attention to some of the training. And what I want to highlight on today's video is, I guess, the automations we have, because 2 weeks ago when I was out doing training, that's what was of huge interest to the agents that were being trained was, hey, show me what I can set up, show me what I can configure that then works for me. Show me how to customize those things or connect those things that then do work for me. And really that's what technology should be doing.
Yeah, no, I mean, at the end of the day, when set up properly, it's meant to make our lives easier. And what's easier than you turn it on and that's it.
Right. And the best part is, and this is where the training comes in, there's some things that you have to sit through and watch. How do you do something? How do you set up, I'll just give one example, how do you set up a market watch to automatically post to Facebook that's tailored to the markets you serve? And, even 2 weeks ago in doing training, had one example where there was one agent that had 5 market watches set up for their 5 specific markets that they serve to automatically post to Facebook. That happens for them every month then after they set it up. So you spend 10 minutes setting it up, and then it works for you every single month. So I think it's things like that are of high interest, and that those are things that you should pay attention to, because those are things that you can invest your time into. You can spend 10 minutes, 20 minutes, even if it's 30 minutes, then it runs for you every single month, and it does work for you and updates with new data. Just as one tiny example, and I know you're training on things like that all the time. Mm-hmm. So I know we're going to do, make more of an effort to call out, hey, here is something that you need to pay attention. This is automation configuration that you can do, or something that you have to turn on or connect up to Facebook, and then it just works for you. So pay attention to this because it's awesome.
Well, just imagine, and it's not, let's say you have 50 customers in your database. What kind of time would it take you to reach out to those 50 customers and make sure that, they know that you're still around, they know you're still interested in them, and engage with them every month if you were to do it by hand. So every month, get a hold of each of these 50 people. You just turn this on and let it reach out to them. And I'm not saying that's all you should do, but
right.
But you turn that on and you let it go, and that's one way that you're reaching out to them automatically. And it took you 10 minutes to set it up. And you can do the same thing with everybody that's one of your Facebook friends or a follower on your Facebook business page, just by 10 minutes of setup time.
Yeah, so just so you know, a lot of the changes that we're doing right now are interface related or tool related. How do we make them easier for you to use, more intuitive, so you don't need training? We still offer the training, but also we're heavily focused on that automation side. And the beauty of those tools is, you configure them and they do work for you. It's almost like having a digital assistant doing work for you. I mean, really, that's what it is. So that's what the video is about today. Not necessarily about a specific feature, but more of a mindset. And also saying that, hey, we understand your frustration of having to go through training. Nobody wants to go through training. We don't even, as tech people, want to go through training. We fight it as well.
Yeah.
So you're not alone. So anyhow, pay attention to some of these Tech Tuesdays, especially in the coming weeks, where we're focused on some of these newer things that we've done and some more automation that we've added, some things that you do need to configure and customize and tailor to your own local market or to your accounts. If you haven't done Facebook Connector, I will do a plug. If you haven't done Facebook Connector, you really should take a look at that one. And if you have done it and you haven't set up any Market Watch reports to post to Facebook, you really should pay attention to that as well. But anyhow, that's our video for the day.
Thanks a lot for joining us. I'll be here on Tech Tuesday, and we're going to go over just a couple of those automations then, and also, our whole library of Tech Tuesdays. We've got the Facebook Auto Connector, and don't forget with Facebook Auto Connector, we're adding things. So, It doesn't hurt to jump in there every now and again and see what new options you have. So, thanks a lot for joining us this week.
And we'll see you next week.
And I'll see you tomorrow.